I don't know how I got involved. I was just kind of working, well, mostly floors, oak floors. We were down with the dad's trade.
Oh.
And when the judge of the Justice Court passed away unexpectedly, and I was appointed this unexpired term. I had 3 years left, so I was judge of the court for.
Oh, is that right? I didn't know that.
I didn't know anything about it at all. They just thought by being able to have it.
They need somebody with common sense, and that's
Yeah.
important.
So I just did my best at it, but you know, actually, I thought there was too much involved in it it was too much involved for me, and I thought it was almost too much involved for any man, you know, because, you know, it wasn't the case. Already the money interests had sort of showed up.
Oh, is that right?
To where, you know, the Board of Supervisors, for example, they wanted you to collect as much money for fines as possible. They never realized when there was a fine collected, somebody was violating the law, and maybe to not a degree where it happens so much, more ignorant than anything else, you know. And so actually, there wasn't much enough time to handle the job. The new cases every day, and then the regular cases, probation and everything else. You know, you didn't really have a chance to work with these people to prove to them that maybe they're on the wrong road, the road of crime. And some weren't anything real serious, but they were still involved. So, you know, and then the Board of Supervisors, when I took over, we didn't collect the fines. So they turned over to grand jury, they came and investigated too, and then I showed them some of the dockets I had there on people that had been to court. But the results were greater. And that is kind of what I was looking for. I didn't want money, there was nothing money for me, you know, just to do the job. But there are some of those people that they were on the wrong road. You have to talk like a Dutch uncle to get them to listen to it, you know, to even think about what you're thinking, you know. And some of the fact that I didn't jump them too bad when they showed ignorance, you know, and didn't know why the hell they followed the crime.
That makes an impression in people.
Yeah, and then they realized that maybe there was another life they could live where it wouldn't be criminal. And that's what I was looking for, a little change. So that there wasn't time, and then, well, with a lot of them had trouble finding work and that type of thing. And well, some of it sentenced before I ever took office, you know, for several years for probation and so on. And what they needed was a complete change of life, of their thinking. You had to think in terms of working for a living and doing what they call honorable work, you know, rather than steal. You know, it's just, it took a lot of time to talk to those people. And you had to talk to them man to man. You couldn't expect them to tell you you were great because you're judged because you were another person. But there was lots of that job. And so I didn't run for re-election. Another guy ran for it. Of course, he had more credentials than I had, but he had big problems too when he got in there. So it's one of those things. You don't know. You think some of the things you're afraid of because you don't think you're capable. I didn't think I was capable. I told him I didn't think I was. He said, you are because you can think. All right. I said, well, I'll do it. But I didn't know either how complicated it really was until you met these guys. They'd been in a road of crime half their life, and they thought that was the only thing that you could do, you know. And you had to not only tell them but point out to them and to help them find honorable work. You know, there's so much to each individual case that you just didn't have time.
Mhm.
So, I mean, maybe it was just a case where I was not the man for the job, but I just did the best I could. You know?
I bet you were the man for the job. We need
I
judges
don't know.
like that.